Good day, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Tira Show. I'm Ariolua, and
Yeah,
here is.
I'm too wide.
It feels good to be back and tell you all again. It's been a while.
Yeah, like 3
3
months.
months.
Yeah.
So today we'll be reflecting on the year 2020. 2020 has been a lot for a lot of people. Like, it has been amazing to some, and to some, it has been the rough end of life.
Seriously, always cover your mouth. It's been crazy.
With COVID-19, ASU strike for students, a lot of
The
things.
protest in SAS, yes.
Yeah,
NSAS
in
protest.
SAS.
Yeah. That happened this year. Everything.
Everything this year, a lot of life, and we thank God we're still alive.
Thank God. Yeah.
So yeah, Tiwa, how's 2020 for you?
Wow. 2020 was beyond expectation. Seriously.
Beyond expectation.
Last year we were doing Dirty December and so many things were flying and we're like, 2020 will be amazing, and then from February started having COVID.
My
And
friend will tell
we
me.
had to stay at home. Of all things.
No, my friend will tell me 2020 was overhyped. That is overhyping that killed 2020.
As in, if you now go back, days of
Vision
Vision
2020.
2020, as in,
Yeah, I don't.
it was just 2020 was okay. No, we are still there. Few days to go, and by God's grace, we will all see the end of this 2020.
Amen. Amen.
Okay, so okay, let's look at 2020 in retrospect. Let's look at what has happened and what we've learned from 2020, and we'll be looking at specific areas like relationship, friends, career, investment, development, healthcare. What we've learned, and we'll be sharing what each
Everyone never
we've
said
learned. Yeah, we'll be sharing it with you, and we hope you also reflect on what you have learned as well. So,
Let's start from family, relationship.
yeah.
For you, I was 20. For me, 2020 was a time in which I had to build relationships. Like, yeah, I had time with people, getting to know people, meeting new people, and I invested in relationships in 2020, and it paid off. For me, staying at home and the COVID everything, at some point, it felt like it was not the money we had we were spending, or it's even going out. It felt like it started being the relationship you had, the people you knew.
You know, even you see the thing that most people suffered, especially in terms of relationship, is that people had time. Before 2020, you're at work, you
Busy
get
doing
home, you're
something,
tired,
and
you're busy, you're this, you're that. But 2020, you can't be busy. There was no way to go. You had to sit down there with your wife, with your
Children.
children, and it wasn't easy.
Yeah, I must confess.
It wasn't
Even
easy. That was okay. If you go through the dailies and news, you realize that there were so many fathers having carnal knowledge of their children. This was this year. There were so many domestic violence this year, no? And you had issues of mothers maltreating their own kids this year, no. You remember this one? Mommy, please, mommy, calm down. Mommy, calm down. It was this year.
yeah,
So,
this year.
so in terms of relationship, what 2020 taught us is we don't know ourselves enough. We don't. Because we are all preoccupied with life that we forget to understand who the other person you are dealing with is.
Yeah.
But 2020 took away that I am busy. And now made us face
Reality, like the real sense of at some point I had to sit down and look at it critically, like, okay, in 2020 COVID came and the father had to stay at home, and it now, like, reality dawned on them that they were familiar strangers with their children. And why?
Yes.
Like, daddy is at home, you don't even know what your children, like, everything just goes down. And just when we're taking time to bond again, we had to go back to work. And like that again, so many people were still not able to build that relationship at home,
Yes,
notwithstanding.
yes.
And with people aside family and home, one thing I learned from 2020 was with relationship, you get access.
Okay.
Access. No, as this time we're sitting at home, there was no work, and but then with some relationship I built and I got to jobs and it didn't feel like
There was
the
something
normal. Like,
yeah.
I had higher incomes and two people.
So
like,
if I get you right, what you're saying is relationship is also like an income. When there
yeah,
is
it's
no
a
meaning.
currency
Yeah.
that
It's
we
okay.
spend.
Yes, it's a currency.
Mm.
And it's and sorry, in all, so our ladies, don't let them hear. Enough, there are so many urgent 2K.
Ah,
2020, urgent 2K, urgent 2K, urgent 2K. Please, urgent 2K.
yeah, that was true. At some point, guys started posting it on their walls and like,
Yes.
don't bill me, like, it's okay, this thing. It was trending at some point.
Yeah.
And
Now that's part of what 2020 brought us. And okay, let's look at another area in terms of
friends.
friends.
Let's go to friends. No, in 2020, I realized that it is when I see someone every day
Yeah.
or once in a while, that's when you like,
That's when your friendship is there.
that's when it will be sweating you. Let me use that word. But then after that long break, the energy to come and like 1 month, I'm not spoken to this person. And you're like, this way. But then I felt like, oh, really? It tested the strength of so many friendships. Like,
Especially for students who, when they're in school, they are going out together everywhere
doing
together.
assignments
And
together.
now COVID brought COVID and ASU
9
strike.
months, yeah.
And ASU strike brought in a compulsory stay away, and you just realize you're not calling that person.
Okay, let me take this example. There's a particular friend of mine, myself and Grace. Every time Grace will take seats for me in class and we come home together, we take walks. Sometimes in the evening we just go out and sit and talk, and at some point I just got tired of calling a lot of people and to think Grace was a part, and at some point Grace kept reaching out, and at some point she got tired too,
well.
and for a month sometimes it wasn't not recently I called and she was like, oh, you remembered me today. And
that's 2020. That's so 2020. And another thing is there are some friends that because of your work, because you are busy, you don't see them every time, and you people so much cherish one another that already. And when 2020 brought all of you together and you would always see yourself every day, you got tired and you're like, that guy is a give
at a point it was like, this guy was bugging me, like, I need this space now.
As in, you see, 2020 was just
a lot.
It was a lot. Okay, let's look at in terms of development, self-development.
Self-development.
Yes.
For as many people who were like into one. Okay, let me start by saying this. If you did not acquire a skill,
okay,
or get better, like add personally, like self-development, like if you didn't engage in it thoroughly in 2020, I doubt if there will be any time for you again to do this. Because you had all the old time in the whole world to
do something,
acquire,
do something for yourself.
learn something
so
new,
many
like,
online courses, online this,
about
online
physical
that.
training.
My
Sister registered for a 3-month training and now she's done. She's doing it well.
Yeah, but then when it first started, I remember this trend when people were posting 2020 COVID time is for us to rest. Nobody should bug me with training. Nobody should bug me with online stuff.
Assignment and
yeah. At the point it was like that. People felt like, okay,
so
it was going to be a short
rest.
break, just like a month or two, and we'll be out of it.
But then no.
It didn't stop.
This is
like it didn't stop. So many people, I know many people who learned new things, who became a different person Yeah, after the whole lockdown stay at home thing, they became a different person because okay, I have a boy that could now do what's this called, programming, can now write programs, coding, all in this 2020 COVID break, and he was able to learn coding, and now he's feeding off it, really feeding off it.
Okay, let's take for example someone like me. When I came into 2020 as a fashion designer, I wasn't doing my very best, and but then this is with ASU break. This is 9 months and counting. I can say I can do it, like and do it well.
Well.
Like I learned it so well, and I can like any day, anytime. According in 2020, I learned how to make craft, aircraft, fascinators, and beyond my fashion design, it is paying like paying, and it is and I learned it in this 2020.
Yeah.
So think that, how did I start? I went to YouTube and I have an obsession with fascinators, so I just went to YouTube and how to make fascinators, and I saw the whole material. I bought some, I tried it, it came out well and fine.
And then another thing is, so many people became dress seller this 2020. So many status now. You see them posting dress, shoes, bone straight hair. You see some status and it's like a ring, like beads. It goes round. Ting, 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 ting. If you stay on somebody's, some of them stay on their status, 2 hours you are still watching.
Trust me.
You are still watching. But seriously, they are making money. They are making a lot of money off it. The serious ones, I mean. I don't mean the because my friend is doing it, I want to do it. They are making money. They are making serious money off it. So 2020 in terms of self-development, business ideas, people were able to hit it because they were pushed to the wall and they had to look for means to fend for themselves.
Another aspect in the self-development part, for the serious-minded one, a lot of people, okay, after being bothered, a lot of people retired to reading books and gaining more knowledge and in various aspects. I have an uncle who, due to like, is a zoologist, but now with the books he have read, and sometimes we'll ask him, are you sure you're still a zoologist? I said, no. He does programming now. He's into scientific things, and we're like, oh, this is beautiful.
I even have a friend that does a book review now.
Content writers, a lot came up in 2020.
A lot. As in 2020 was, if you have not made anything different about yourself 2020. Really?
You made a big mistake, my dear.
Alright, so what of career? Because we talked about the self-development, and that will lead us to career, of course, because there were so many career changing points this 2020. So many career changing points because when you realize that you're at home, you're supposed to be in school, maybe you're studying mass communication, and everybody's at home, and you started selling dresses and people are buying, and you realize that in a month you are making
close to 100,000.
People started looking at,
how much I still want to do this thing?
Yes, people are like, I'm sure. Okay, there's this post I also saw on social media. Somebody posted something like ASU to call off strike. Then another person replied, we are not ready.
We have. A lot of us, the money is already sweeting us.
Yes. So, of course, this 2020, if your parents watching this, trust me, your kids, some of them have changed their career, but you don't do it. Well, you realize, 2021 will present that to you. Because so many people have seen life in different light. And they've come to understand that some of the things that we hold esteem
are not really.
Especially when you look at the big men, the rich men that we lost this year. You realize that it's not about the cash.
It's not really.
Seriously, your being alive, my being alive is by the grace of God.
By God.
Yeah, and they've come to realize that it's not about the money. It's not. That you have to do something worthwhile with your life, something you would enjoy doing. Yes, that's 2020.
Okay, on career again, I realized that a lot of people had to drop a lot of jobs too, just like you said.
Yeah.
Imagine someone who has taken a course and is now better at doing something, and where he is, like,
He wasn't really doing well.
so you have to drop that and go for something more taxing and challenging.
And there were so many layoffs too. Because of the COVID, so many companies had to downsize.
Mm-hmm.
So people lost their jobs this year as well.
And so many companies wanted more too,
Yeah.
compared to what they had
You know,
before.
what now happened? What happened eventually was that companies that deals with physical items, physical transactions, had to move online.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to drop people who are not savvy when it comes to the internet, and still pick up new people who can easily relate with internet and stuff.
And that boils back to skill, adding up skill,
Yeah.
self-development.
And
growth.
this year was actually the year for social media managers. You can see so many influencers now, so many people signing deals to promote Aso Yagba,
brand.
to promote Ewure Yagba. As in, so many deals this year. That's it. Well, okay. So in terms of healthcare,
Healthcare in 2020 was another thing on its own. Looking at the fact that in 2020 we realized that health was wealth.
yeah,
Like health was priority.
it was.
Like we see a lot of big people going down the drain. Like you just said, oh, this person is dead, and you're like,
Not even that. People now moved from the orthodox medicine to the home remedies and the rest. People taking aloe vera, people took so many things.
you need to come to my house and see my mommy. We have excess ginger. On the norm, so we take ginger. But that time, we had excess ginger, garlic, aloe vera. My mommy would scrape it and blend it, and you have to.
You know, before now, I used to believe that turmeric is what you apply to your face. I now realize that there is.
You cook with it, you drink
They
it.
drink it. Why? As in terms of healthcare, seriously, people move from the orthodox to the home remedies.
Like, at some point, I felt like, oh God. Yeah, I took turmeric a lot too. Like, I was not a fan of ginger because that's instant pepper.
And yeah, I became a fan of lime water.
Yeah, but then that's what 2020 taught us. Like, health is important. Like, the health you don't take care of will show you where you're going to.
Of course, it will.
It will.
And we know that COVID capitalizes on the ailment that is in your body.
Your body then build on it.
People enough of vitamin C. People took vitamin C, called liver oil.
In excess. And everything became expensive.
Yes.
No, like, it became.
It was even now difficult going to the hospital because you're like, if you go there,
there,
you
like,
meet
it's
somebody that has
COVID.
COVID, and they will go and sneeze on you, or you go there, they diagnose you of COVID, and they don't let you come back home. So 2020
was a lot on our health sector, and that brings me to our economy.
Yeah.
We had a lot of, like, inflation came, like
things just went up.
Like,
Things shot up.
no, early January, what a million would get. Now, like, when you want to buy it, and the value of a million naira as of January is around 500,000, 600,000. Now, like,
seriously, when you have your currency being devalued at every snap of it, and dollar is always gaining on the naira. So, of course, what do you expect inflation? Things will become expensive.
even going down to savings now.
Yeah.
No, when as of January, if you saved a million naira by December now, you'll be owing Nigeria around 100,000 for saving your own money.
So seriously, as in, but no, another thing is what I think people should take away from 2020 is that you are better off investing than saving.
It brought about a lot of investment though, but then you have to still decide which one was legit and which will carry your money away.
all this crypto that you have to be smart.
Exactly, you have to be smart.
You have to
At
be
some point in early this year, my friend said, "Come and invest." I would tell them I prefer to save my money, but then at some point I realized that what I save now, it cannot buy what I want to buy with it. So I had to adjust to investing the money and
that's what you do.
bring it. So a lot of people went to the investment side of life.
No, that's what 2020 taught us, that look, you can't save. Savings is
like it is going into debt, being indebted.
You have to invest. And if you sit down, go online, see legitimate businesses that are taking investment, put the money, let the money work for you.
Exactly. Just sit back, calm down, let your money do.
So what do we expect for 2021?
A lot. Really, like.
You don't hype it, please.
I'm not going to hype it, but then my hopes are high to some extent.
Okay.
The thing that 2020 did not come with so much, In 2021, I expect a lot. Like, okay, in 2021, I don't plan to save. Okay. Let's start from there.
Yeah.
I plan to invest.
Of course.
In 2021, I plan to prioritize my relationships.
With people.
Like,
reach another level.
Human are the currencies we now spend. So I plan to work on keeping stable, strong relationship. Like, be intentional.
Amen.
Bless you.
And you remember the prayer of Pastor Adeboye?
Recently.
Recently, that all the men will get married.
No, he didn't say men. He said, all you boys that are wasting time, okay? That you would what? 2020 will be your own year of marriage. So yes, to all our brothers wasting time, please, what are you waiting for?
So okay, so 2020 relationship.
Yes, and the family life, and I hope to bond well, like take out time with my family. Like 2020 taught me like family is everything. So in 2021, I hope to take out more time, bond with them, and like know them well and better. Like okay. So we
so that you can easily know the kind of people you have in your family, and not just knowing them, understanding them,
not being familiar strangers in one word.
Then another for me, 2021, I think basically what I look forward to is new things, adventure, because seriously, I don't want to preempt what's going to come. So I will take it as it comes. But I just hope for the best.
But my dear, there's a need to set goals.
Of course.
As much as you are taking it as it comes, there's a need to draft out your goal. What you want your 2021 to look like. Set goals. Okay, in 2021, by the end of 2021, I want to have this amount of millions in my account. I want to invest this, invest that, and to develop myself. Like, please be intentional about self-development.
Yes.
Don't just do it anyhow or casually.
For me, like I said, it's getting the best of whatever comes. Now, it's not a paper goal like I want to have this. No. If 2021 brings survival, then I will survive.
Beyond survival, my dear.
If 2021 brings making money, I will make lots of it. If 2021 brings investments, opens doors and brings ideas and everything, then I will do my best to take advantage of those investments. So for me, 2021, I'm going to make the best of it.
And yes, and lastly, please take care of your health in 2021.
COVID is not gone yet, though.
Yes, it is. So please, your health is wealth. It is when you are alive you can do a lot of other things.
Yeah, that's true.
So please, let's do well to make our health important in 2021. Prioritize it. So, Merry Christmas in advance, guys. We look forward to a prosperous, amazing, fruitful 2021.
Bye.